Good evening. Thank you. I'd like to call the Village Board meeting for the Village of Cary for March 19th, 2024 to order with roll call, please.
Collier.
Here.
Walrath.
Here.
Dudek.
Here.
McAlpine.
Here.
Stefani.
Here.
Weinhammer.
Here.
Thank you. Join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Brian, could you see if anybody signed in, please? Thank you. Moving to the open forum, the public is invited to make an issue-oriented comment on any matter of public concern not otherwise on the agenda. We are looking for that right now. Chris? No. Tim, I'm assuming you're here for your for the committee meeting. That'll be just a few more minutes, okay? Is there anybody else here who'd like to address the village board? None said. We'll go ahead and close that at 6:01. Under my mayor's report, a couple things. I just want to give a huge shout out to staff on a couple of occasions, a couple of projects that they worked on. Outstanding budget workshop on Saturday. Very well done. Very proud of everything that you guys do for us to keep us flying straight in our conservative nature. We're holding our own for right now until the rug gets pulled out from underneath us again from the state. So we'll see how that goes, but exciting times for us right now. And also thank you to Courtney, Eric, and Brian for helping us with the home rule information sessions. I was able to attend a majority of those. We probably talked to over 200 people, and it was a great opportunity to engage with the community. Answered some questions. There were some outstanding questions asked, and people walked away with the factual information so that they can make a decision based on what they feel is best. So thank you for the staff as well. And I'm going Trustee McAlpine asked me if she could make a couple of remarks. She attended District 26's meeting last night.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I just wanted to touch base. I did attend the school board meeting last night. I think it's important that all of us boards, all of our elected officials can work together for benefit of our residents. And I appreciate that the school board is working to represent the children and the educational component of in our community. And we are here representing the entire village. My concern as I sat there, and again, I was there just gathering information, just trying to hear what all was going on. My concern is just a little bit of what I was concerned about was non-factual information. And again, I'm not saying that someone's intentionally misleading people. I understand, but it concerns me, especially when it came to some of the collaboration that was spoken about. Some of the comments, when I was sitting there, I was just shaking my head like either I've got some wrong information or there's something not being disseminated. Either someone must not have all the information. Because while we may have different opinions on things, the facts are the facts. So when there was certain information about there as if I think under collaboration they were talking about that the village board kept on moving the goalposts, changing their minds about what we wanted to do, that there was never anything in writing, that we were decreasing financial support for them to move, if they were electing to move the transportation center. It said that we were decreasing financial support, we were decreasing money from the TIF, we were going to make them purchase, the school district was going to purchase land if they had to take it somewhere else, and that we would not be helping them out, and that there were no offers from the village board. My concern with that is that I think we have to have factual information out for our residents. And I think that we have some factual information that is missing, and I don't know where that's missing, but I know I saw letters from the village board to the school board. So I appreciated going there. I love hearing information. Everyone did a great job. There was no animus there. No one was being nasty. But it brought up some issues to me that were concerning to me that I felt like in order for us to work together, we need to make sure that at least we have factual information that we're sharing. So I just wanted to share that for anyone that's listening, that I have some concerns over that.
Can I just ask because I was listening to it online, can you just tell me what
wasn't factual, because I wanted to
I
hear.
just did.
But I mean, can we address it here then, like,
I don't think we can hear. I could
It's
can't?
just a comment. It's just underneath
Okay.
my report.
say anything.
okay.
Thank you. Moving forward, I will, excuse me, entertain a motion to approve consent agenda items A through E as shown on the village's website and is displayed on the video monitor during the village board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Dudek,
Yes.
Walrath,
Yes.
Stefani,
Yes.
Collier,
Yes.
McAlpine,
Yes.
Weinhammer,
Yes.
We have one thing under items for separate action, a public hearing relating to Public Works. I will entertain a motion to open a public hearing regarding new deep well and treatment plant construction.
So moved.
Thank you. John, do you taking any comments on this, or who's gonna? Yeah. Okay. Let her rip.
Okay. Yeah, Mayor, as you're aware, Public Works, well, the village is pursuing the construction of a new deep well and treatment facility down at Rotary Park. This is to replace a couple of shallow wells that have water quality issues. It's going to address a lot of things. One, to replace some wells that are not using anymore, and also currently the village, the way the system is designed, we have a really good ability to move water around town, but if we have a weak link, it's moving water from the south into town north. We have one well down in the Fox Trail subdivision currently that works very well. But in addition of this well in the distribution main and the upgrades will enhance that ability and give us redundancy and, for the village to keep the integrity of the system the way it is. Also, one of the things of this well, it will be a deep well and it will have ion exchange treated water, which will be a better quality water, softer water. As you're aware, our shallow wells that we have in town are just iron removal, so there is a little bit harder water there. So once this well is up and running with our other deep wells, we'll have the ability to deliver ion exchange softened water to the entire village. It's a great project. It's a big project. Am I missing any points here? I don't think so. We're working with HR Green Engineers. They're here if you have any questions on that part. It's going to be financed with in-house financing, and then also the big part is Courtney Cray, a low-interest IEPA loan.
and this public hearing is required as part of
as
that
part of that
application.
process. Yes.
What's the timeline again? Is it like 2-3 years?
We're hoping, I think contracts will go out this summer with bid openings this fall, and hoping, I think it's to start construction of the actual well, drilling the well this fall or the spring of next year. Okay, that's been moved back. And with construction with the water plant itself will be the spring of next year, with the entire facility to be online spring of '26 is the plan. Pretty aggressive project.
And just so everybody sees, this rendering of this structure is what the well house will look like. So it'll kind of fit in with what's going on over there with Curie Lake. Be a nice addition over there. Does anybody have any questions regarding this? I'd like to talk about?
I do, I have one. Go ahead. I'll defer. Go ahead. Oh, it might be a stretch, but I see that the heavy-duty path just happens to be on what I think is the upper walking path. Is that correct? It looks like it's that direction.
It's the gravel trail. I call it the outer perimeter of the lake.
All right.
Actually, the orange line, yeah, it would go all the way around from the parking lot up the hill around. It would go, the paved trail would go all the way to that dot where the water plant is going to be built.
Okay. Is there any way that we can make the case that you really need that pathway to circle the entire property, and we could have a paved road, partially funded under an inexpensive program? Do we have the creative engineers?
It's one way around the lake.
Yeah, I mean, to back up a truck is gonna be awful clumsy.
It is one way.
I'm just saying, I don't need an answer now, but a third, if not over a third, is gonna be paved. And I'm sure everybody on this board has heard repeatedly from people that they want this thing paved, we're gonna do a third of it and stop, that's dumb. We ought to finish the rest of it when you're doing it at one time. And if we can get it funded under a low-interest loan, we ought to at least try to do that. That's my opinion.
Okay. Well, understood. Yeah, obviously, we're working within the parameters of the funding source. So our local share, as Deputy Director Stein mentioned, is from our enterprise water and sewer fund. So we are constrained in how we utilize those dollars, but we'll take that feedback into consideration, and we'll proceed with as much as we can that is allowable, though.
And if we can't, we should find out what it would cost to finish it, because the guys are gonna be there. It just makes all the sense in the world.
One of the items that we included as part of FY25's proposed budget was to design the remainder of the path in order to be paved. So we did include it as part of the budget and budget presentation.
Okay, good, thank you.
Any other comments? Trustee McAlpin, did you have something? No? Oh, okay. Anything else? Anybody else? I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing at 6:11.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that is closed. Moving to Administrator's Report.
Nothing this evening.
You're killing me here. Okay, Department Heads. Chief Finland?
Nothing tonight.
Deputy Director Stein? Come on.
I recall where I was supposed to mention, Courtney, thank you. The spring cleanup, we talked about this morning, and I forget the dates. That's starting April 20th, it looks like. So that will be going on, and I'm not going to mention hydrant flushing till the next board meeting, so you'll have to wait for that announcement. But that will be the
It's
first week of
exhilarating.
May. That's all I have.
Thank you. Director Simmons? Oh, and again, another shout out to Director Simmons, outstanding presentation for my Mayor's Roundtable. I couldn't have done it without you, really. I could not have done it without you, so thank you. It was really well received, very factual. I think the board has all gotten copies of it, but the community loves it. You do a great job putting that together, so thank you again for that. Any future agenda items and discussion by the village board? None said. I will entertain a motion to adjourn at
So moved.
6:12.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? We're adjourned at 6:12.